Hey, what's going on, y'all? We back with more Only You. It's episode 4. Yeah, hope y'all doing alright. Don't forget to share and subscribe for more content. Yeah, let's get straight into the video. We open with the team discussing how weird it is to see their very strict boss go against the rules. And it's not because the island wouldn't change the personnel. I'm over here like, I get what they mean to have your boss just switch up and all of a sudden is a little odd, especially when they are super professional like she is. Nothing gets past her. So why are you automatically bending and breaking when it comes to this case, in this case only? I don't understand. Tawan and Isla walk in on the team clowning, and the team immediately stops and asks Tawan if she wants something to eat. She like, nah, however, y'all got work to do. Nana came prepared because she tells her the license plate was fake and they're still scrubbing through footage. Y'all then asks Tawan what she came in the office today for. Tawan says to sign y'all paychecks but claims she forgot her pen, so they'll get them next week. Again, I'm loving the banter I'm getting with the team and Tawan. Even though Tawan's their boss, she's still able to joke and play around with them a little bit. But yeah, I like the dynamic I'm seeing here. Now the team is questioning Tawan about the nature of the relationship between her and Isla, wondering if Tawan is wavering a bit. Tawan says the same old thing. They knew each other from high school, and that's it. And that's all it is. And now she accepted the job, she'll do her best. They not buying that and keeps fishing for more details until Tawan stops them. Tawan is in her office now looking at the camera footage of the potential perpetrator and trying to figure out who the culprit truly is. Tawan eventually notices Isla's not in the conference room and goes to look for her. Isla's just with the team playing Uno, having fun. Nana is making food and shit, and they taking good care of Isla. I'm liking the found family feeling that I'm getting from this episode. Yeah, I like that. One of my favorite tropes in TV or film has to be found family. I don't. Everything else falls below the waistline, but found family, I eat it up every time. Nana is done with the food and gives Isla a plate. Isla says it's missing something. Tawan's like spiciness. It needs hot pepper. Now Tawan is making a fresh batch, and Isla is pleased with Tawan's plate, just like in the premiere episode when Tawan is making food for Isla. She loves to make food. I do too. I like to see folks consuming my food. I like to also gauge to see if they like it, if I did a good job. Tawan is now accompanying Isla to her home when Isla shares that she had a blast today and wants to play and hang out with the team again. Tawan's like, they are Class A bodyguards, and you play with them like they were kids. Isla says they wasn't on the clock though. Like, damn, Tawan. They can't have a bit of reprieve? Shit, working for you have them stressed 24/7. It got to. But they are Class A bodyguards for a reason, so not mad at it. But damn. Isla gets Tawan to notice the moon, and they have a moment. And then they head home. The next day, Isla and Tawan is meeting with Isla's boss. She's informing them that additional security measures have been implemented per Tawan's team's request. And if there's anything Tawan wants her to add later, just let her know. Tawan's cool with the measures they using now and will adjust them if another incident occurs. Isla's boss wants to know if she should pull Isla out of an upcoming national concert due to her safety concerns. Isla is pleading not to pull her out from the concert because she doesn't want to let down her fans who've been waiting to see her perform. Tawan quells their worries because she states she'll do her best to take care of Isla. Now Isla is in rehearsals working on her vocals when Yam saunters in, interrupting her. She comes to give her a gift. Tawan quickly takes the bag for obvious reasons. Isla wants to know the reason for why Yam dropped by. Yam tells her she came by to extend her contract with a sponsor. Isla congratulates her. Then Yam asks if Isla will be staying in rehearsals for a bit longer, because she'll stop by after her meeting. Isla says, yep, she's going to be there later because she has a blocking rehearsal also. Yam's like, alright, later. I'm like, no. She's not convincing me that she actually cares for Isla or about Isla. I'm glad Tawan's peeping it also. Yeah. Isla returns back to rehearsing for the concert. Tawan gets a call from Typhoon and steps away. He was getting ready to tell her information he has on the perpetrator when Isla rushes out the door because she has to use the bathroom. Tawan ushers her to the bathroom and checks each and every stall. Isla is over it and tells her to stop because she can't hold it anymore. And nothing is in the bathroom. Tawan says, go use the bathroom. I'll wait here. Isla ain't with it because it's number two situation. Yup, she has to go. Tawan's like, go ahead. Isla is embarrassed and escorts Tawan out the bathroom. Like, that is wild. Again, I'm not mad at Tawan because her company is the best. I personally would have had someone else staying in the bathroom with her because I don't want to smell that shit. I don't want to smell that, but whatever. Y'all, we next see somebody dropping down from the ceiling in the bathroom. Either goes to wash her hands and is attacked. Tawan is looking at security footage on her phone. Isla has been injected with something, and the assailant is taking pictures and staged in as like if she a dope fiend or something. I don't. Tawan goes in the bathroom and spooks the assailant. They try to get away and flee, and Tawan beats that ass. She tells the team the location. Bruh tries to get up again, and honestly, he could have just stayed down because Tawan whooped him again. The team comes in and stops Tawan from beating the assailant to death. Typhoon checks the attacker and finds the sedative that was injected into Isla. Tawan asks Typhoon to handle the crime scene in the bathroom because she got to tend to Isla. And I'm like, Tawan lost her composure right there. I wonder if she would have continued beating the attacker if Typhoon didn't stop her. Like, I know you class A, you carry yourself with a lot of, class and stuff, but I think you veered off course right there, Tawan. You veered off course. They at the hospital, and Tawan is sorry that she didn't protect Isla. The boss want to know what happened. Tawan holds the L and says it was her fault. Boss like, you caught the culprit, and none of the photos and videos that were taken were leaked. And most importantly, Isla is safe. You should be praised. The boss continues by saying, if you look for someone to blame, we can all share the L. Isla included. She was too embarrassed and kicked you out the bathroom, which gave the culprit the opportunity to harm her. And I had a weak security system that allowed the culprit to come in and harm Isla. So we all trash today. Don't take all the blame tomorrow. The boss again was telling the truth. They all are to blame. I wouldn't have went in the bathroom with her, but have someone from the team go in. And bruh, to be honest, she always getting attacked or harmed at the office. Maybe the boss needs to fire everyone and get new people because every incident that has happened was at or around the workplace. So we gonna have to fire everybody or something. The team pulls up to Isla's room. They're concerned about Tawan and if she'll be alright, cause she ain't moved and she didn't want nothing to eat. Y'all sits Tawan down to talk away from everyone else. She wants to know what Tawan's plan is with Isla, cause she's been breaking rules left and right. Y'all, she's still cooking. Talk about we can't force how people feel. However, when we, the bodyguards, start breaking rules, mistakes happen to the VIPs. Y'all knows Tawan is tearing herself up about what happened to Isla today. Y'all ends it with saying Tawan's been careless as a bodyguard and was too busy indulging herself and wants Tawan to think and decide what exactly she wants to do for Isla. Meaning, is she going to protect her like the VIP she is, or protect her and take care of her like a lover? Side note, now I know some people may not have liked how y'all gave Tawan an ultimatum right here, but I also would be looking at my boss sideways because we a high quality company and you breaking rules like never before. I wouldn't have told Tawan to choose. I'd have told her to look. She's bringing down the quality and the efficiency of the company. Reevaluate yourself, please, Tawan. That's how I told her. Anyway, that's a story. It's the next day, and Isla has woken up. Tawan asking how she's feeling. Isla's like, I'm dizzy and my stomach hurts. She recalls bits and pieces from last night, but after the sedative, nothing. Tawan tells Isla that the culprit has been captured and later the whole thing will be laid to rest. Isla says, so we know who's behind everything. Y'all, we jumped the Yam rehearsing for what I don't know when the cops walk in with a warrant for Yam's arrest in connection to the assault of Isla. Now, I'm like, bitch, y'all, I knew it was this snake. She was looking shisty since they first introduced her. But anyway, Yam's maintaining her innocence, but they not hearing that and is taking her into the station anyway. Yam's pleading to the boss, and she ain't having it either. The boss is disappointed because They never thought Yim would be this cruel. Yim shifts from pleading with Boss to blaming Isla for what she's become. Because Isla came in later and overshadowed her, and she wouldn't be in this predicament of being compared and deemed not good if it wasn't for Isla. And for that, she hates Isla. Yam then lunges at Isla, and Boss had enough and reads her like, you have no right to blame Isla. She ain't done nothing wrong. She has more determination and dedication in her work than you. She continues by saying, yeah, Isla was signed later and then released the single before you did because her ability and her drive. She ends with saying, if Yam's daddy didn't beg her to turn her into an artist, no record companies would taken her. I'm like, bitch, y'all. I know we supposed to be root for Isla and Tawan in this moment, but y'all, the MVP of this episode for me has to be the boss. Every time she comes on screen, I'm sad because I know she gonna handle shit with class and a light read. We outside now with Tawan and Isla. And Isla still can't believe Yam did it. She wanna know if Tawan knew all along. Tawan says, girl, yeah, I was just waiting for the evidence, so Yam couldn't deny it. We get a little flashback of the team gathering proof and scrubbing through footage. Now we out the flashback. Tawan tells Isla that there will be changes in the personnel for her protection detail. Tawan will be adding Ya, Typhoon, and Nana full time. Isla is confused as to why she's adding them because the culprit has been caught and immediately thinks Tawan is leaving. Tawan's like, nah, I'ma still be here, but we can't let our guard down because there are threatening letters that didn't come from Yam. Tawan wants Isla to go with this plan for now. Isla has no problem with it long as Tawan is still there. Tawan promises to take care of Isla and keep her safe as best as she can, even if it means losing her life. Y'all, the panic and fear Isla is going through on the inside, I know it. It's so loud. She got immediately shook when she thought Tawan was finna leave her. Isla is getting picked up in the morning, but not by Tawan, by Ya and Nana. She finds it a little odd and looks around for her. They walk outside and she sees Tawan, but Tawan is in uniform and doesn't speak to her, doesn't say a word. They go to Isla's photo shoot and Isla is still trying to talk to Tawan, but the only thing Tawan says to her is she'll get Isla some water and leaves. Isla looks defeated. She trying and trying, just like in The Secret of Us, and she's getting nowhere. They roll up to the house now, and Isla wants to speak with Tawan. Once inside, Isla wants to know what Tawan is doing and why she changed all of a sudden. Tawan tells Isla she has to keep her distance to improve Isla's protection, and that them being together made Tawan lose sight of the bigger picture, and she won't make the same mistake again as she did in the bathroom. Isla says what happened that day was on her. She threw a tantrum and kicked her out. Tawan didn't do anything wrong. Tawan says she was at fault. If she didn't indulge Isla, he wouldn't have had a chance to attack her. And if they were too late, and the pics and videos got leaked, how detrimental it would be to Isla's reputation. Isla says it's over and done with. She's safe now. You did nothing wrong. Tawan still is adamant that it is her fault because they know each other and they've been close in the past, and it led Tawan to protect Isla based on feeling too much and was careless as a bodyguard. Tawan vows not to let that happen again because if it did, Tawan won't forgive herself for the rest of her life. Isla is trying to protest, but Tawan saying we must proceed this way because it's for the best. Isla's like, all right, but ask her a question. You keep your distance because you see yourself as my bodyguard and me as a VIP. What if you don't see us that way? Isla's cooking and somebody hug her for me, please. She is cooking right now and she is going through it. She takes Tawan's hand and says, what if I want to be by your side like this forever? Tawan says, you shouldn't be doing this and she's not a good option. Isla's like, you didn't answer my question. Cool, if that's what you want. I'll do whatever you ask of me. I have nothing else to say to you. And that's where we end the episode, y'all. This episode was a roller coaster. I'm glad we put Yam and her goons in jail. But she was just a red herring at the end of the day because Isla got more ops than a little bit. But my top scenes were Ya talking to Tawan and during the end with Isla and Tawan. I like the emotion that those scenes exude. I also like how we got a tug of war going on between Isla and Tawan, where just last episode it was Isla telling Tawan that maybe I should sit there and just buy out your contract because I don't want you to get hurt. Now it's Tawan talk about I have to keep my distance so I can think clearly. We getting too close. For your own safety, I have to do this. I like that. the tug of war keeps going on. I wonder who's going to win. It's so good, y'all. I'm actually enjoying all this. It's the end of the video. Subscribe and share, y'all. Be safe. See you in the next video, y'all. Later.